Whether it's a case of good cop or bad cop, police dash cams capture it all. And here are some clips to prove it. Spike strips can often be easily dodged if not thrown at the perfect time. But with that direct hit, the officers found him stuck shortly down the road. Strap yourself in, because we're tagging along on a police chase. Now, you'd expect the police officer to be pretty skilled on a motorcycle, but this offender does not only give him a run for his money, but also manages to pull off some tricks and maneuvers that could make a professional stunt driver jealous. Whatever this U-Haul van is hauling, it just can't be legal. The cops quickly caught up to the van, but as it was the height of rush hour, this pursuit was extra difficult. The driver tries to lose them by making a quick right turn, pulling into a parking lot, and then, well, everything just starts again.
Where they apprehend the driver, and the two men are placed under arrest.
This police officer was rushing to a call in the snow when a tractor pulled out in front of him. A scary moment for the officer, but it seems like the guy on the tractor didn't even notice. As a cop, you get involved in chasing all kinds of vehicles. But this must have been a first. Police are allowed to make U-turns wherever they like. But it doesn't mean they should. The one car you don't want to rear end. One with flashing blue lights and a siren. Think you've seen some inconsiderate drivers? Well, you've seen nothing until you've seen this guy. Although, when it comes to crazy U-turns, this guy also gives him a run for his money. For this next clip, see how many times you could scream the word truck before you pass out from fear. A very clear green light, but only for one of them.
Whoa!
Oh my. Could have been a lot worse. Sorry.
Could have been a lot worse.
I didn't see him coming.
Oh, it's okay.
Luckily for every other road user, this guy's embarrassing crash affected no one. And now it's time for the cops to get caught speeding.
Were you on your way somewhere then on a call?
Well, I'm going to a call, yeah.
You were absolutely flying through that 30.
Which one?
And you're not on a blue light.
Well, I'm not on a blue line now.
You were flying.
Was I?
Yeah, and you're on camera.
I didn't realise.
Well, I can say that.
Right.
So if we went on the call, that was too fast.
This woman got into a crash, so the police arrived. And it would have been a simple process until she tried to get away, ramming into multiple people in police cars to evade arrest. Pretty shocking, right? Well, wait for it. Once they stopped her, the officers realized she also had a child in the car.
You could have killed that kid! I didn't do anything! Yes, you did! You almost killed 3 people! What did I do? Don't even ask how! How?
The worst possible road for a car chase? This one. After this driver was asked to stop, he decided to ignore the cops and drove through the village at high speed. Luckily, he did eventually stop by crashing into a conveniently placed wall. A man heading towards your car, carrying a gun and wearing camo is never the start of a positive experience. The person who looks after the grass on these roads is going to be furious. If you're likely to be involved in a police chase, maybe don't steal a truck with a massive trailer on the back. Oh, and don't wear a high visibility vest. They're not an effective form of camouflage. Driving in New York is always a little crazy, and just to prove it, here's a cop trying to knock a man off his moped. They know each other? This seems personal. Here's a little more police chase insanity from New York City. This stolen vehicle led police on a pretty hairy chase until the suspect eventually lost control. At first, this seems like a regular old police chase. But just like this motorcyclist, when I'm engaged in a police chase, I always like to cut through a park full of pedestrians. How about you? And if there are people pushing babies in strollers who have to dive out of the way, then even better. Here's a good reason why you should never run a red light, even if you're the police. Here are the police waiting for line skippers. Do you think they'll find one? The car being pursued is a suspect in a shooting, so there's no time to be polite about apprehending him. Stealing a police car? Never a good idea. Stealing it and then crashing it? So much worse.
God dang! Hey! God.
After being arrested on drug charges, this woman let her intrusive thoughts win and took off in the police car. Yeah, she was wearing handcuffs, but that was just an irrelevant detail. After the crash, she ended up with charges 50 times worse than it would have been originally. Hey, there's a police car on the hard shoulder. Maybe I should do something like this. This gives new meaning to the phrase resisting arrest. A chase through a sleepy town, but keep an eye on that speedometer. And now a lesson on cycling safety from a cyclist, who's giving the lesson to a police officer. The cop seems to think he was cycling in a dangerous manner, but unfortunately, this guy knows the highway code a lot better than he does.
Because I'm going to work, thank you.
Right, you need to get on board.
No, you need to get on board with how the highway code is, sir. You're a police officer.
Road rage. It's always more fun when you've got a police officer as an audience. Even when you can't evade the police any longer, you can always go old school and use your feet. Yeah, that's one back door you should always keep closed. Where there's burning rubber, there's often a police car not far behind. An escaped cow is always a job for the police. Especially when it attacks some random guy who was just out for a nice relaxing walk. Sometimes you're just so used to running, that you just do it out of habit.
Oh, that was you?
That was me. This is a citation for driving on suspended license, okay?
And I'm paying on that last one.
Okay. Just sit right here.
I think we can all agree that 100 kilometers per hour is pretty fast for an e-scooter. Poor guy's words when getting caught was, "I just need to go to work."
I've got to go to work! I've got to go to work!
Okay, I take it back. Cow calls are a lot more common for police than I thought. This undercover cop stopped because he was apparently getting followed too closely.
Ride my rear end a little closer?
Sorry about that.
I get it, you're in a hurry, but I'm driving the speed limit.
I apologize.
Was it justified, or was he just having a bad day? Let us know in the comments. If you see this type of Ford, it might be best to always assume it's a cop. A tailgater receiving instant justice. A Honda CR-V thought it was okay to tailgate this cyclist, but luckily a cop wasn't far away.
I know, I saw him in my mirror.
Yeah, you want me to do something about it?
Give him a ticket, because I almost fell too.
I will, I'll put your name on it. All right, you need to see a license and insurance. This license...
Hey, let's do an illegal U-turn in front of a police station. Why not? The 4 people in this car were pursued due to breaking and entering.
In Mount, Southfield police pull a pit maneuver.
Now, however, all 4 face dozens of robbery, weapons, and drug charges. Body cam and dash cam video captures the moment as police chase down a suspect who stole a patrol car. Sparks fly as this car chase soon turns into an equally electrifying foot chase.
Get on the ground, you're under arrest!
Nobody knows how to play the victim like a dangerous driver.
Yeah, we're gonna stay right here. We have a camera. We saw you hit us.
You cutting me off from over there! Don't give me that shit!
Can I open my window up, please?
Don't worry about it, put it down.
Just driving the wrong way late on a Saturday night. Nothing suspicious about that.
Wow! Wow! What the f?
And then from the left came justice on 4 wheels. You've gotta love those sudden reveals of unmarked police cars. A wild police chase, but it ends as these things so often do, with an arrest. This suspect complied and surrendered, but that wasn't quite enough for these particular cops.
Put your hands up now! Get him up! Put your hands up!
Stand by. We're
I'm down. I'm down.
Got him cuffed?
Nope, not yet.
Hands up if you didn't know this little gadget existed. Who was at fault here? Let us know what you think in the comments.
No, it looked like you put me out when you were going by there. It's like you went like this to me as I was driving by. Well, I don't need to make it personal, you know. I mean, you looked right at me, and if you were like a cigarette or you had you're one. First of all, I'm not an overly sensitive person, and it's the first time in 12 years I've ever stopped someone who I thought put me off, so I don't like that insinuation. Listen, sir, once I realized that you weren't putting me off, you're free to go.
You don't realize that puts you off.
Once I realized
What if I did put you off?
then we have a conversation, we'll just plug it out over it. I have other things to do than to be.
So if I did put you off,
Have a good day. Looks like as he pulled away, he called me an asshole. Okay, so now you're under arrest for disorderly conduct. Get out of the car. And all that public there heard it and saw it. That is disorderly conduct 101. Step out of the car. Put my hands on the hood. Oh my God. Hands on the hood. Come on. Now put your right hand on your back. Oh my God, son. Just put him.
Where's the baby?
This body cam footage shows police officers encountering a truly life or death situation as they rescue a toddler from a retention pond.
off her back?
Yes, I did.
Here's that ingenious grappling tool again. How many criminals can you fit in one car? You're about to find out.
All right, they just got pinned in by another truck. Bail, bail, bail.
Michigan police pursued this stolen van through narrow residential streets, and it just happened to be on garbage pickup day. Should cops be allowed to jump red lights even when there's no emergency? Let us know in the comments.
Always wear your seatbelt, bro. You're good. Some people don't. But yeah, dude, I always relax.
Watch as this deputy employs these stop sticks like a traffic enforcing ninja. The chase started on 4 wheels and ended on foot. At what point do you think he's going to realize what he's done wrong? You might get away from the police, but you'll never get away from Scooter Man. You're about to see something guaranteed to make you go, huh? When protests become aggressive, the police often need to become involved. This footage shows a truck which has just crashed into an elementary school following a police chase. If you're trying to stop a criminal from escaping and your police car just isn't up to the job, then the side of a house is probably exactly what you need.
Just went off the road into the side of a house. It's like 607 South Sandusky.
Into a house, I believe. I'll be all done.
Reversing is definitely an original way to try to escape. Here's some more grappler footage now for all you brand new grappler fans. And that includes me.
Standing out, stand up.
Thanks to the quick thinking of a police officer with the Glen Heights Police Department, employees at a nearby Jack in the Box restaurant were saved from a burning vehicle stuck in the drive-thru lane.
My name's Deputy English. Hey man, the reason I'm pulling you over is your derogatory sticker on the back of your truck. Is that? How's it not derogatory?
Well, maybe he does, and maybe he doesn't. But did he deserve to be arrested for it?
Is there a problem? Yeah. I'm gonna explain it to you. Step back here. Here's your driver's license back. Here's your buddy's ID back. All right. Here's your proof of insurance and your registration. Okay. Listen to me. What you have on the back of your window, okay, is a misdemeanor in the state of Florida. Okay. I have 4 kids. A 14-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 4-month-old. If my 6-year-old was to look at me and be like, Dad, what does IE ask me? Okay, I'd be furious, all right?
The suspect was wanted for a triple shooting, and the chase ended in a suitably violent manner.
Hey, fire extinguisher! Fire extinguisher!
Sergeant Ray Rodriguez received a report of a traffic accident on private property. When he pulled up, he saw an ATV tipped on its side. Footage of local cops arresting some shoplifting suspects. This ambulance thief led cops on a wild chase. Emergency vehicles versus emergency vehicle. Before you go, we're gonna need to see your license, registration, and proof that you've subscribed to Akimbo.